We have learned city workers get in hundreds of crashes while on the job each year, costing you millions. Here's News 13's Alex Tomlin.
Diane, out of the nearly 400 accidents city workers had last year, the city says all but 83 could have been prevented. Whether it's a bus colliding with a car that bolted in front of it or a garbage truck crash that shuts down the freeway, the city keeps a record of every collision, big or small, involving a city-owned vehicle. Out of a fleet of about 4,000 cars, trucks, and buses, about 380 of them were involved in wrecks last year. And that bill adds up.
In excess of $3 million. That includes fixing cars, medical treatment, property damage.
City risk manager Peter Innan handles all of those claims. He says even if the city driver didn't cause the wreck, their review of 300 of last year's crashes shows they could have been prevented.
There may have been something that our driver didn't do that may have prevented the accident.
So what are the consequences for the city workers? They're on a point system. If they're caught texting and driving or speeding, they get points. They cause a crash while doing any of those things, that's even more points.
If you reach 12 points against your city operator permit, you will be suspended.
But if it's clear the worker isn't a good driver, the city won't wait for the points to rack up.
Whether the points add up to 12 or not, we still take it very seriously, and sometimes we'll suspend their city operated permit while we retrain them.
The city says it's working to cut down on the crashes and the cost to taxpayers. Innan says they've changed their training courses, and now they review those accidents with a fine-tooth comb. Plus, they put the brakes on bad drivers before they get behind the wheel.
We're much more selective these days, I think, about who drives our vehicles than we were 5 or 10 years ago.
The city also had just under 400 crashes in 2009. The cost alone to fix city vehicles and to treat city workers for injuries was $1.7 million. Diane?
Okay, Alex, city workers who get in crashes while drunk or high while on the job are immediately suspended and then usually fired.